I know I'm not the first one to say this, but 2020 in general sucked, and I'm sure everyone is glad that that is all behind us. New Year's resolutions, new year, new me, all that, casual stuff that everyone always says when the new year happens. Very cliche, but I feel like with how bad 2020 was, it's okay to repeat all the new stuff you want to do in 2021, as long as there's not a second pandemic. But either way, this video, I just want to say happy holidays, happy new year, all that good stuff. And I kind of want to talk about one big plan that I have for 2021. If you guys follow me on Twitch, you guys know that I talk about this a lot, and it's what I'm going to be showing you guys in today's video. And that is, can you guys even see it? You can kind of see it. My new PC build. So the current PC that I have right now, it is outdated to hell. It has an i9 4790K, 16 gigs of RAM, a GTX 960. Like, I tried to play some indie games on stream the other day and it would not work. I could not play it. It would play, but it would be terrible. It would be laggy. I am overdue for an upgrade. And so now, today, for fun, because I'm so excited, and like I said, I'm so excited to actually be able to grind out content like I always say I want to do. I want to show you guys what I'm going to be working with. And before I actually go do that, I only have one request from you guys. If you guys are like a big brain PC people, you guys know the best parts, the best budget, the best bang for your buck, this and that and the other, look. Okay, I'm building this PC for gaming, content creation, and streaming. Are there better options for parts out there, for fans, for SSDs, whatever? Yes, there are. But for me, what I want to do, my aesthetic, my vibe, if you will, this is what I want. Okay, so feel free to put your input, but don't roast me if I made a bad choice. Okay, but before I do that, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new, and let's just get right into it. So like I said, mainly for a PC build, I'm definitely going to be redoing this whole setup here. A lot of people really like the zombies background. I might not touch that too much, but like my workstation that you guys can't see, it's so cluttered that I want to fix it, and so that's what I'm going to be working on. But step one obviously is this PC. Okay, so here is all of the main parts to this new PC build, my new working rig, if you will. There's like 2 or 3 parts that are still in shipment through Amazon. Like, they're gonna get to me probably by the time this video is up. This is what I have, and in the order of the things that I got, I want to thank my friends Jimmy and Michael, who are local people. They're subscribers, they follow me, all that good stuff. So luckily they were able to help me out in terms of getting some of these parts. But the first thing I ever got, which if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys are able to keep up with me. First thing that I got for this PC build was back in the beginning of November. So it took me about 2 months to get all of this stuff. Could have been sooner if it wasn't for Christmas shopping and, me working so much for the holidays. But first thing I got was this bad boy, Asus TUF Gaming 3080 graphics card. What's funny is I was only planning on getting the graphics card because I thought, these new graphics cards are coming out. People are talking about them. I wonder if I can just buy one and just pop it into my current PC. And then Jimmy said, yeah, you could do that, but you might as well also upgrade this. And when you upgrade that, you might as well upgrade this. And I thought, why not just build a whole new PC? So it all started with this bad boy right here. After that, I kind of took a bit of a break because the next thing that I wanted to get was the CPU. And for this one, I went with the AMD Ryzen 9. I don't know much about CPUs or whatever, but I have heard a lot of good things about the Ryzen cards, which is that they're very good for streamers and content creators in general. I did want to go for the 5900X, but I ended up getting the 5950X because the day that I went to there, I camped out on Micro Center up until like 1 a.m. the day before, and they didn't have any of the 5900, so I said, fuck it, I'll just get a 5950, go big or go home. After that, took a little bit of a break because I was camping out for these 2 pieces and I was kind of tired of it, so every now and then I would go back into the store and see what was in stock. I think next what I got was the motherboard, which is the Aorus X570 Elite Gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. It's Ryzen AMD approved. All I gotta do is like a BIOS update or something and I'm set for the card. I also got, I could have gone with any other RAM, but I just love the look of this blocky Corsair RAM right here, the Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB 32 gigabytes. I just love like the little blocks here. I was gonna go with the Vengeance, but I feel like the minimal block that I'm gonna be seeing, like the top bar, if that makes sense, it's gonna go well with my aesthetic. Am I gonna upgrade to 64 gigs? Yeah, probably, but I saw on TikTok that you're able to buy just blank RGB sticks. Like, you could just get like the casing with the RGB and that's it. and it looks like you have more RAM than you really do. So for aesthetics, I doubt I'll do that, but I might. But I would rather just get more RAM from downloadmoreram.com and go from there. By the way, do not go to that website. I was just joking. Next thing I kind of got randomly was the Elgato Wave 3. If you guys are day one subscribers to the channel, you guys know that this blue Yeti right here is my baby. It is a trooper. I've had this microphone longer than I've had a YouTube channel. All right, this is the first piece of equipment that I bought before I even signed up on YouTube or whatever. So as cool as it is, as much as it gets the job done, I do feel like it's time for an upgrade. I have a Stream Deck, I have a Cam Link, I have the capture card in my PC, so I feel like why not just also upgrade the microphone as well. This will be a backup. This is definitely like a trophy item for me now, the Blue Yeti. If you guys are looking to get into content creation or streaming or video making or whatever, I cannot recommend the Blue Yeti enough. I know they have like smaller versions or smaller iterations of the Blue Yeti like I have right now, but in general, the Blue Yeti, you cannot go wrong with it. So sorry you gotta go down now, but there's a new mic in town. I also got to get like the shock mount and maybe the pop filter. Is it worth it? I have no idea. But with this arm that I have here, I do also have to get a shock mount for this so that way it can work. I'm also rocking the Samsung 980 Pro SSDs. I got two of these. I got a 1 terabyte and a 250 gig SSD that's going to go in the motherboard on top of my current SSD that's in my current PC that has like all my games on it and everything. I'm just going to pop that over to the new PC as well. The same thing with the hard drive. But for this hard drive, I have I think it's a 4 terabyte. I got to find it somewhere in this pile. 4 terabyte WD Black hard drive. Overkill for space. I've never exceeded my 1 terabyte limit on my current PC. So 4 terabytes, I think I'll be good for a long time. On top of that, I have the Kraken Z73 from NZXT, the Liquid AIO, overpriced, overkill to shit, but I don't care because I love it. Like when I first went into Micro Center and I was just looking around at parts, I saw the fans, I saw how clean it looked, just like as a minimal black, no fancy designs or RGB. The only thing that popped was the LED, how you can see your temperatures. Turns out you can also add a GIF to it as well. So what I'm going to do with all this, what's also coming in the mail right now, is 3 RGB fans that I'm going to be replacing these stock fans with, and one additional one that's going to go on the case, which is actually this one right here, the NZXT RGB2. This one is the 140 millimeter, which is going to replace the ones that's built into the back of the case, which is the NZXT H710i. This is going to replace the one that's in the back of the case, while the 3 120 millimeter ones plus the controller is what's going to go on this AIO as well. I think, oh, and I also bought a 1250 watt power supply. Funny story, actually. So the power supply, the case, and the second SSD was the final things that I had to buy for this PC build. I bought it now, so I could technically build the PC right now if I wanted to, but I want to have some, you know, Jimmy and Michael, like I mentioned earlier, help me out with this. They build PCs, they know what they're doing more than I do. But the power supply and the case were the last things that I bought. So right before I recorded this video, why did I hit the desk? I went to Micro Center. I was picking up the last of the parts. I got a cart, I got the case, I got the SSD, and I went to go find the 1250 watt power supply. Now, is that overkill? Yeah, probably, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. New GPU, gonna be rocking a lot of RGBs because you know RGBs means more FPS. Motherboard, all that stuff I'm gonna be adding onto it. If not now, then down the road for an upgrade, whatever the case may be. I'm good, you know. I have extra breathing room, if you will, for power, so I'm set. So I got the case, I got the SSD in my cart. I went to the power supply aisle. I grabbed the power supply box. This isn't it, obviously, but I grabbed it, and this kid next to me, or this guy next to me, the guy next to me goes, "That is overkill as shit." When I grabbed the power supply and I walked around the corner, I was dying because, hey, maybe for his PC, it's overkill. I think I might have like a 550 watt power supply on my current PC, but upgrading to a 1250, that definitely is a lot of power. Do I need all of it? Like I said, probably not. Like I said, go big or go home. For comparison's sake, like I said, I mentioned the parts at the beginning of the video for my current PC, what I'm upgrading to. Definitely going to be setting up this workstation a little bit differently. You guys can't really see it, so it's not going to matter, but it's just like more for my aesthetic purposes. One thing I also want to get, and I talk about this on stream all the time, so like I said, follow me on Twitch if you guys don't already. One thing I also want to get, I got this Aki RGB keyboard. It looks fine, it looks cool, it looks minimal. I like it. It's nothing's wrong with it, but I do want to get the SteelSeries Apex TKL Pro keyboard, if I said that right. I want to get that one. I gotta get a new mouse. I have the Logitech Master Mouse works fine, but whenever I'm gaming on Valorant, I can tell how heavy it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully everything will be set up and done, and the quality of the videos will go up a ton when this is built by the end of this month in January, and then obviously it'll just take off for the rest of the year. But yeah, for comparison's sake, I'm just excited to create more content. Making a 20-minute Super 73 e-bike riding video on this current PC takes about an hour and a half to render out. I'm excited to see how this computer is able to just demolish that time. I'm hoping I can get a 20-minute video rendered in like 5 minutes. Also, the reason why I haven't really been posting gaming content, because it takes so long for me to record the gameplay. I'm fine with that. Edit the gameplay, I'm okay with that. But then the render time on this PC it would just blow out the time. You know what I mean? Like, I could spend like an hour getting the content, an hour editing, and then rendering would take 3 hours. I don't got that kind of time. I want to put the content out now. You know what I mean? So hopefully this PC will definitely blow content out of the water. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully this kind of inspires you to build a PC or do something that you want to do for the new year. But yeah, that's pretty much the video for today. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Follow me on Twitch, like I mentioned, where I talk more about this all the time. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of the PC build, and subscribe if you guys are new. Happy New Year. I hope everything for this new year in general is way better than last year. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. When that is, I don't know, because this PC is going to trash. This current PC.